Pen's face was fixed in the clown smile that meant she was panicking inside. She'd half swallowed the words and kept her eyes fixed on her shoes. I just thought every second that went by, if I could hold on just one more second, one more, it would be okay. And I wouldn't have to, cross him. Beth had filled in the end of the sentence. She'd hugged her friend close. Beth knew there was strength in Pen. She saw it every day, but it was a strength that withstood without ever resisting. Pen could soak up the blows, but she never hit back. It was then that Beth had decided that something needed to be done, and this was something. She trained the beam of her torch onto the painting, and the tension in her chest was replaced by a warm glow of satisfaction. A nightmare in neon, she thought. Ugly suits you, Doc. Beth Bradley, Pen whispered. She still sounded scared, but this time she also sounded a little reverential. You are a proper grade A nutcase. Yeah, I know, Beth said, a smile creeping onto her face, but I am really good. A high-pitched whine cut through the night. Police sirens fast approaching. Instinctively, Beth dropped to a crouch and yanked her hood up over her short, messy hair. Bloody hell, Pen whispered, her voice panicky. I told you they'd seen us. They must have called it in. They probably think we're here to steal something. Like what? Beth muttered back. The canteen's secret recipe for mouse turd pie. It's not like the school's got anything worth nicking. Pen tugged Beth's sleeve. Whatever. We need to get out of here. Beth yanked her sleeve away and dropped to both knees, frantically adding extra shading to the jawline. This had to be just right. We need to go. Pen was hopping from foot to foot in agitation. Then go. Beth hissed. I'm not going without you. Pen sounded offended. Beth didn't look up. Pen, if you don't get running, and I mean right now, I'll tell Leon Butler it was you who Tipexed that poem on his desk. There was a moment's shocked silence, then, Bitch, Pen breathed. Leon, my lion, I would be all your pride, and not merely in it, Beth quoted in a sing-song whisper. She couldn't help grinning as Pen took off, swearing under her breath. Beth got her feet up under her, ready to run even while she drew. The sirens were really close now. Wow! The whine soared once more, then cut off in mid-cycle. She heard car doors open and then slam. There was a rattling on the gates behind her. The school was locked up and the cops were climbing in just like she and Pen had. Beth sprayed colour into a fat cluster of warts under one eye. Oi! The shout sent a jolt of fear down her spine. Gross enough, she thought. She stuffed her stencils and paints back into her rucksack, snapped off the torch, and ran. Heavy boots thudded on the tarmac behind her, but she didn't look back. There was no point in showing them her face. She sprinted with her head down, the wind rushing in her ears, praying that the police behind would be laden down with stab vests and truncheons, praying she'd be faster. She looked up, and panic clutched at her gut. The cops were chasing her into a dead end. The highest wall in the school reared in front of her. It backed onto the dense tangle of scrub and trees around the train tracks. 10 smooth, unclimbable feet of it. She drove her legs harder, trying desperately to build momentum, and jumped. Her fingers scrabbled at concrete, inches short of the top, and she fell back. Shit! Again she threw herself at it. Again she came up short. Breathlessness and despair made her chest ache. B. A whispered syllable. Beth whirled around. Pen was running along the base of the wall towards her, her headscarf pulled bandit-style over her mouth. I told you to go, Beth hissed, both furious and relieved. As if, the minute I clocked this, I knew you were too short for it. She dropped to one knee and cupped her hands. Beth
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.